Yep. All right, we're live. Welcome. Live episode of Spreading the Floor.
We're
From
not we're
we are
not live.
live. I just it doesn't show you, but it's updated. We're live because I just went into the control room and everything.
Oh yeah. No, all right,
Yeah,
started. Oh, that's crazy.
that's crazy. Welcome, guys. What's up? To the I think Sebastian's watching. What's up, Sebastian? Anyone else watching? This is a live episode of Spreading the Floor. Wanted to try it. Put it out an actual release about it on my Instagram. A little story. This is a weird feeling, man. We want to just kind of get into it. I mean, if anyone has
Yes.
questions, I don't think anyone's watching at this point, so we can just roll with it as on a case by case basis. So let's give a little update. Obviously, now since we did our last podcast, how long ago was that?
Uh, what do we do the Friday before break started?
Something like that.
I'm
Yeah,
excited. So something like that. So it's been a couple weeks, been like 3 or 4 weeks now.
league is shut down. Seems like I feel like everyone's tested positive. Well, not everyone, but like a lot of players have tested positive for corona. Obviously, like Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell were the first
Cody
ones,
Durant.
and Durant, and then Marcus Smart, who had previously tested negative, tested positive. Now two Lakers players have it. One of the Nuggets higher ups have it, and the league is no more.
Yeah.
The league is not functioning anymore. So me and Nigel just wanted to hop on, see what the league could have been. We have the MVP race up until the league ended. We have an interesting debate. What?
I'm reading the comments.
What are the comments? Oh, jeez. What are the comments?
This is Mason asked, should Mike Bibby retire?
Why is
And
everyone here? Why is everyone from your room here? This is ridiculous.
Sebastian said, "Did you guys catch the Lakers game last night?"
Did you guys catch the Lakers game?
I actually do like that they're playing like old games.
Yeah,
Like
NBA
you
League
can
Pass is free.
cover. I think that's sick. I think that's the best thing they could have done.
Yeah, I mean it's good. It's good. NFL and NBA League Pass are free. Nigel's got aviators on. You know, we're hanging out, quarantine. Do you want to just talk about like we could just talk about stuff in general? I guess
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
it's kind of just
Sebastian said, "I think we should purge everyone who has it."
what Corona.
Yeah, I agree. I think we should just get rid of them.
All the people on the spring break beaches in Florida that
Yeah,
want to bring the
just
virus back.
just cut them off completely.
Cut them off completely. Oh, jeez. I don't know about all that, but
I heard one person had it in North Korea, and then they just killed him, and then nobody else got it.
what?
Like they just shot him in the back of the head. I'm dead ass.
Well, didn't it originate? I mean, I don't know. Did you hear about the new guy in China that has like the hantavirus now?
Yeah, I don't know how serious I'm gonna take that one.
Oh, I saw it in the New York Post, and it says it's supposed to be like deadlier.
Yeah, but I mean, I got enough shit to worry about right now. I heard New York hit New York hit 25,000 infected people.
And now apparently like 50% of them are between 19 and 60 or 19 and 50 or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. I heard it's like what is it, mutating or whatever they said.
Mutating? I don't know. All I've
Just,
been
it's,
hearing is that they've been trying to like the Surgeon General said one thing and then Trump was like, "Nah, fuck that. We're doing something else." And now like it's just not being handled that well. That's all I've been hearing. I've just been hearing
yeah.
of ways to like try to like curb it, but
How do you feel about people who wear sunglasses on the podcast?
it's fine, Nigel. You can wear sunglasses. I don't care. You're in Florida, right?
Yeah, I am in Florida.
Okay. Then yeah, if you're in Florida, you wear sunglasses. Whatever. I
I
don't
should
care.
be on the beach right now, man, with my fellow spring breakers.
Did you go? Did you go to the beach, Nige?
No, I went to go play basketball a couple of times though.
I feel like that's kind of different though because when you're playing basketball, I mean it is contact, but you're not
No,
just.
I was like with my friends.
Oh
Like I
yeah, so then
wasn't like
that's yeah. You're not like being crammed in, because they pushed everyone like to the end of the beaches too, so everyone was packed in. like spreading stuff. Everyone's
Yeah.
drinking.
I don't know if I'm gonna go to the beach anytime soon. I definitely want it. I need to get a tan and everything, but
You don't have like a. I thought you had like a pool or something. I thought I saw you on your Instagram story.
yeah, but that's in the works. We're not there yet. We're still
That's in the
working on.
works. Okay.
Still, that's still a work in progress.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess we could just take questions now. I don't know who's in there. Who's in here?
There's four people. It says four people are watching.
4 people are watching. Well, that includes you, right? Because you have the thing open. You have the stream.
Yeah, I guess so. So
So that's 3 people. So then we know that's Mason and Sebastian. And then there's
yeah,
a third. There's a third unknown.
yeah, it might be shoe guile. Shoe guile might be on this shit. I don't know.
Who's Shugail?
Shoe guile. When me and Mason used to do our like radio thing,
Right.
there's this guy who came on and was like telling us to whip out our feet. And so he went to his channel and it was like videos uploaded from like last month to like 15 years ago with him just like taking his feet out of his shoes and stuff and like walking around the house in socks. And it was weird.
Nasty. Nasty. That might be
Yeah, it
him.
was pretty
We
wild.
had me and Jerry had that. We had some random guy join and it was like, "Is that a leprechaun on the wall?" And then they got mad at us because we opened it up to the public.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Well,
So how you been doing? What's going on there in Florida? Is everything like quiet? Are there a lot of like people walking around, or is it just kind of like New York?
bro, there's never anybody walking around in Florida, bro.
Never. Doesn't matter if
But
there's a virus.
no one's gonna take it down here. No one's gonna take it serious down here.
Why is that?
But it's like in Publix, you walk into Publix and people got like masks and like gloves and shit. And it's I don't know, bro. It's they're not taking it seriously as they are in New York, definitely. But it's because they only tested only like 10 people tested positive down here.
I thought it was
I
there
don't know.
was I thought there was like 300 new cases after like everyone went back down. Or actually, no, like when everyone went up there to like do spring break, they found like 300 more cases after that.
In like in Orange County where I am, it's only like 4 people who have it. Like nobody's worried about it.
Do I smell a media sensationalizing the virus again? I think that might be what it is.
That's what Cardi B said. Cardi B said that they were paying celebrities and to say that they had it so that it was like more believable and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, that's what she said. But also she also said that she wanted to like taste what piss tastes like. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if you really could trust necessarily. I feel like if like ASAP Rocky said it, then I'd start to wonder.
If ASAP Rocky put it in a song, I believe it.
He'd make that sound so nice too, like he'd make it sound fire.
Yeah, no, he I feel like ASAP Rocky would tell us the truth.
He'd give
But
it to us straight.
I don't know, man. If this thing doesn't end within the next like 30 days, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Cause like I feel myself getting like tubby, like I feel myself getting like chub.
I've been trying to do what I can from like my house, but it's not enough.
Yeah, it's like how much realistically am I gonna run, you know?
I've just been trying to do like 30 minutes a night, and I'll like run up the hill. But like all the dudes that like at my old gym at like Club Fit near me, the guys that like are there every day and they're like massive, they're like, yeah, we're gonna come back, we're gonna be twigs. So
Yeah, well they
I don't think either you're gonna come out of this like really fat or just really really skinny.
yeah, well I mean I get up it is I think no, I think it is gonna end. I think there's a chance it could be I think it'll calm down in 30 days. I don't think it'll end in 30 days, but I think we'll have things under control in 30 days.
Well, yeah, I mean, if everyone keeps doing what they're doing, then it'll calm down.
Because how long is it realistically going to take a vaccine to come out? You see that porn star said that she'd have sex with the first scientist who created the vaccine.
Every scientist is like, yo, get on it.
Yeah, I'd get on that shit. What the fuck?
Mason says it's not going to end in 30 days. I think what Nigel was saying is that it's going to calm down. after 30 days?
Yeah, I agree with Sebastian though. We should start thieving and looting sooner or later, because like we're gonna miss our opportunity. Like there's only gonna be a win. There's only gonna be a small window where we could.
What would be the first thing that you'd loot?
Oh,
Start
we
with
already had this combo. I think I'd start. I think I'd loot. You don't want to go for the big places first, because that's where everyone's gonna go.
right.
But I think I'd go for some of the small places first, like I don't know, like the small electronic stores. Maybe Foot Locker or something.
Yeah, this is what I figured,
Maybe,
right? Just go and get some
maybe
clothes.
yeah, maybe like a GameStop. I'd go. I just get stuff I could sell after the thieving and looting is over.
Bro, I gotta get new clothes. You wanna know what's gonna be really sad? A lot of people are like, yo, I'm gonna come out of the quarantine looking so bad. My clothes gonna be raggedy. You know what's really sad about me, man? I'm probably gonna come out of the quarantine looking exactly the same. I'm gonna be like, what's up, guys? Just like,
No, I need a haircut. This thing's fucking me up right now. One of the first places I definitely loot is definitely Staunch Bonchos.
okay, can you guys explain to me what staunch boncho is?
Staunches, man.
Staunches? Is that
Yeah.
stonks? Or is that different than stonks?
Oh, it's staunches. You ever had coffee before?
Have I had coffee? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so that they sell coffee at staunches, bro.
Check, I'm looking at this. One sec.
Look it up, bro.
I am looking it up.
Staunch Boncho.
Staunch bonchos.
Bro, it's fire. We used to go there every day when we were at Iona, but I don't know how well they're doing.
Oh,
after this whole-
Starbucks. Okay. That makes sense. I looked it up at first, and it was like stuff about the Denver Broncos, and I was mad confused. No.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
This is not went at all how I thought it would go.
It's harder to do it over Skype, bro.
Staunch is in you. Alright, this is... Like, call Sebastian in. Have him explain.
I don't think Sebastian has the Skype.
No, just call him on the phone. Just be like, what the fuck is a staunch?
He already explained it, bro. It's in you. It's in you feel.
That's a carpet. That's a carpet claim right there.
Why? Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like there could just be a lot of stuff that is. Like, this is just not at all. Oh, jeez.
He said he met his first, second, and third wife at Star.
It's staunch ponchos.
Bro, have you ever been in the Catalina wine mixer?
What?
The Catalina wine mixer.
Mm-mm.
No, you never been?
No. I broke my leg, sorry.
That's another event that got canceled by the coronavirus.
Shout out to Sebastian for being very, very mysterious in the chat. At least for me. You guys know it's good. I'm just here sitting like... I thought Ski's everything he knows about a bonch. I taught Ski's everything he knows.
Hey, man.
Is a coffee shop not a carpet? This is so weird. This is very weird.
We got people being active in the chat. Isn't that what we wanted, man?
Not in this way. Not gonna lie. Not in this way. But it's good to hear from Mason and Sebastian. Hope you guys are doing well.
Anyway, so when the NBA season picks back up, who do you think's going to take the title?
What do you mean? Like, in terms of MVP, or?
They're going to start the season back up. They're going to finish the season, then they're going to start the playoffs.
I think, if you want my idea for the chip, it'd probably be the Bucks, and same for Giannis for MVP.
You think that the Bucks are going to win the title?
Yeah, they've just been dumb. I mean, it's a toss-up between the Lakers and the Bucks, but I think the Bucks have a pretty good... The Bucks could reasonably get it done. I think it's gonna be a close series.
The Bucks are going to take the Lakers or the Clippers?
I definitely think the Bucks have a chance of beating the Lakers or the Clippers, but the Lakers is a different story. Like I said, I think it's gonna be the Denver Stonks. It's gonna be a much tighter series in the finals. It's gonna be an interesting playoffs if we ever get there. I think they said it would.
I think the Bucks don't have a chance against either team.
You don't think so?
I'm not a chance in hell, bro. I think the series is over in 6 games at most.
I mean, I don't know. I've looked at the records just off of paper. How could you not say the Denver? I just off of paper. I'm gonna turn off this chat because it's distracting me. Um, just based off of the records, Bucks have the upper hand. Like they were 53-11, I think, this year, up until the league ended. Obviously, the Lakers have a very similar, like it's neck and neck between the two conferences. Both teams have been at the top for a while,
Yeah,
but
but the Eastern Conference is weak, bro.
Eastern Conference is weak. But I could see why you'd say that, seeing as you have LeBron, Anthony Davis, all those guys. Like the Lakers are a very talented team, and I think I give the Lakers the edge in terms of talent. But the Bucks have. Think about it, like Giannis. Like this is going to be my same argument for why Giannis should get MVP once it comes back. Is Giannis has done more with less. I mean, Giannis is mutated. Like I was looking at the statistics, the season statistics from last season to this season, and he would have demolished his last season like records. Like all of his point differentials, his total assists, total blocks, total rebounds. Like he was already about to lap himself until the league ended. I think we could see Giannis in the finals, and he's kind of evolved so much as a player that I can't automatically just rule out Giannis in that situation. I really can't.
No, but he can't do it by himself.
He can't do it by himself, but he has Chris Middleton. He has both Lopez brothers. He has all those talented guys on his team as well. I mean, it's not just a one man show like necessarily it was last year to an extent. I think the entire team, along with Giannis as well, has gotten better. I'm not saying by any means that they're going to steamroll the Lakers in the finals, but like it's not going to be close, and I'm going to go against the grain here and give my hot take. If it comes back, I'm going to give this one to the Bucks. I think we're seeing a revitalized. I mean, even a revitalized Giannis from an MVP campaign last year. I think he might be able to get it done this year.
Yeah, man. I see what you're saying, but I just disagree. I think there's no way.
What do you give the series? How many games to the Lakers? How many games to the Bucks?
Look, I think the chances of the Lakers even making the finals this year are 50-50 between the Clippers and the Lakers. I think the Clippers have a very good chance. The Clippers are the best team in the NBA on paper by far.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that um, I think that the Lakers are going to win only just because I think they have to this year because like Kobe and LeBron has something to prove and stuff. But if the Bucks go into the finals with the Lakers, I think the Lakers are going to in 6 games at most.
I don't know about six
Say,
games.
Lakers win 4-2 easy. Like there's no chance. What do you think? Giannis is going to go out there and drop 50 a night on? No, it's not going to happen. He
I don't
would
think
have.
he necessarily needs to.
If
I
he
think
does.
Chris Middleton this year has been terrific. I don't think Giannis is in a similar situation to last year where he needs to necessarily drop 50 every night. I mean, we saw Giannis last year gas out during the playoffs. That's because his team was underperforming, and I don't think he had that help that he could go to that he has this year. That because of the Bucks' emergence as an actual cohesive squad and the guys have been performing well. I don't think he's going to gas out this year in the playoffs because he is going to have that help. He's going to have guys like Chris Middleton, both Lopez brothers. I mean, say what you want about them as players, but I think he's going to be able to lean on them a little bit. And I don't know. I'm basing it mostly off of their record on paper, right? Which is something I usually don't do. I like to give it a more kind of in-depth look. I look at more than statistics. Like I use the statistics as a base, but at the moment, I mean, since the league has been shut down promptly, all we can go off of is, stats and measuring stats against last year's numbers, and I see a Bucks squad that is constantly improving, has improved from last year, and last year they got into the playoffs. I think we could see them in the finals this year. There's nothing that I've seen thus far in the season to kind of to make me think otherwise, if that makes any sense. I can see what
Yeah,
you're saying because the Lakers are such a formidable like team, and same with the Clippers. Like the Clippers have been monstrous, especially when they added, what was his name, Marcus Morris, right?
yeah,
They picked up but like they were one of the winners, 100% of the trade deadline, but you just can't even in a weakened East. I mean, the East is way more. Also, the East is way more competitive than last year too. I mean, we've talked about that on the podcast a lot, and the Bucks have gotten better along with them. I mean, if we had really seen a Bucks team that hadn't improved, we would see them fall behind in the rankings, not move forward and be as dominant as they have and have such a gap over. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's just my thing. I think that they definitely have a shot at getting it done, and I'm gonna go against the grain here and give my hot take. I think the Bucks can take this NBA Finals. Do I want to see them take the NBA Finals? Not necessarily. I'd want to see the Lakers win in Kobe Bryant's memory. I think that'd be such a beautiful thing to see. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's just my preliminary prediction.
But
Personally,
I think that if you think that Giannis and Chris Middleton are going to be able to guard LeBron and AD, you're on crack. I
who?
think if you think that Giannis and Chris Middleton are going to guard Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, you're on crack. Like that's
They
just
also have
not going.
some nice power coming off the bench. I mean, we can't. You know, a team is only as dominant, I believe, as their bench coming off, because the
Yeah,
bench can drop points or the bench can add points.
if the Clippers bench was a starting five team in the East, they'd be like the 6 or 7 seed.
No, I understand that. I'm saying I'm not arguing with you that the Clippers have a really solid bench because they definitely do. Like it's almost
Yeah,
maddening how good the Clippers bench is. The Lakers not as much to an extent, but I don't know. I just think that like between the coaching, the bench, and the way the starting guys have been showing out this year, I mean, I know you're not necessarily ruling out the Lakers, or I mean, excuse me, the Bucks, but I just think that you're not giving them enough of uh, a stake in this because I mean, the East, you talked about it. It's not that competitive, but it's still, you got teams like Boston in there. You got teams like, let me think, Boston. You've got the Raptors, which have had a really, really good year. You know, you can't continuously stay on top like that without having some serious magic going on in that locker room or whatever it is, whatever it can be traced back to. I think these guys definitely can go in and get it done without a doubt. It's not going to be an easy series by any stretch of the imagination, but you know,
yeah.
I think they could grind it out. And
I
I'm
think that
not like also I'm not saying that Chris Middleton and Giannis can guard what is it you said LeBron and AD, correct? I'm
yeah,
not saying they could guard them every possession, but they might not necessarily have to perfectly guard them every possession. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's when coaching comes in to play. You could have guys doubling. You know, it's there. There's different ways to get around that. And Giannis as a player, and then now Chris Middleton emerging, gives you extra flexibility in the way you call plays and the way you operate on the floor. So I think that also gives them a little bit of an edge that not a lot of people are talking about.
yeah. I just feel like LeBron and AD would lock up Giannis, like lock him up.
That's true too. We've seen that in the MVP. I mean, excuse me, in the All Star game. We've seen that. We've seen that before. That's true.
I just don't think. I think obviously the majority of the Bucks' points will come from Giannis, but I think too much of their like they're gonna have to rely on him too much to get points.
Well,
'Cause-
that's what we saw last year, right? I mean, over the course of the year, he kind of burnt out because they were using him so much to get them buckets. But I'm saying now with I feel like I've said that the same thing the last like 5 minutes now, but all these guys have been playing up to par this year, so
yeah,
I don't think they're going
they've
to need to
been
lean on him as much necessarily. What's up?
they've been definitely doing their jobs.
But it's I understand what you mean when it's like different when you're going up against a guy like LeBron, a guy like AD. Like it's not the same. It's not even the same remotely like ballpark thing as guarding say a guy like I don't know even Joel Embiid. Like guarding Anthony Davis has got to be monumentally more tough.
Yeah, 100%.
So
I honestly hope that that Boston shocks the Bucks. I hope Boston makes it to the finals.
I want to see Boston make the finals because Boston this year has been a very, very fun team to root for. You
I
know,
hope it's Boston versus Lakers, bro.
that'd be dope. Did
Classic.
you saw the Boston Lakers games this year? They were all like instant classics.
Yeah, they're all good games. I mean, they're both teams are very competitive. You got a lot of hungry young guys on Boston. I like seeing that. Jason Tatum's turning out to be a star. I like this.
I love Jason Tatum, man. Jason Tatum's been
Yeah,
so fun to watch, especially because he's like cleaned up his shot percentage and his um what is it like what's the word I'm looking for? The instances in which he takes shots are a lot more smart. Where in last years you'd see him in past years you'd see him like take dumb shots and kind of pull up when he didn't need to pull up when he had an open lane to the rack. This year he's a lot more calculated. He's stepping back. We see him taking threes from outside the line or driving in when it's appropriate to do so. Right? I mean, and we've seen him be clutch too, a lot more clutch than I think last year. He's hit a lot of big time shots that have sealed the Celtics some games, at least from what I've watched.
yeah. Mason has a point. He's very efficient this year, and I feel like he kind of grew into his role a lot better.
Definitely.
Uh, and he's just overall a better person. He's really fun to watch. He's fast. He's smart. Can't take anything away from Kemba Walker either. He's doing a great job down there.
Well, I think
Jay
it's yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
stepping up. Very good. Jaylen Brown has been stepping up, and then just the whole team as a whole. They're like they're dogs. You know, they really want it. Like they
Yeah.
fight for it. And they're coming out on top. It's the same thing with the Miami Heat. I think Miami Heat have a real chance of making it far in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, that's also another East team that's a bunch of like you said, dogs. Like I like what you said when and what Jason said when it's like efficiency, right? Because you think all of the players in that team they work as efficiently as a unit, right? Like that's I
Right.
think a great thing that Boston has established that culture of working as a unit, being efficient, stretching opposing defenses. You know, with everyone on the team has that thing about them where they can bring a certain like a star kind of attribute, right? You have who's the guy that just tested positive on the Celtics? Marcus Smart, excuse me. Marcus Smart has his defense and his effort, you know, and he's also he's decent on offense. He'll give you quiet games, but he's like a superior defender. I've seen him in the same way that Tatum has stepped up offensively at the end of games. I've seen Marcus Smart step up defensively at the end of games. You have obviously Tatum, Brown, Kemba Walker. They've all stepped up offensively. Then you have Gordon Hayward, a guy that has quiet games some of the time, but even his quiet games, he'll give you 20 points. He's more of a role player than anything else. But that's what you need. Like they have everything that you would want to see in a
Pieces.
team. Yeah,
Yeah.
to facilitate cohesion. Um, but yeah, I mean there was a lot of stuff that could have been, right? And I talked about it on the last solo show. A lot. If the playoffs started right now, there would have been a lot of interesting stories. Like John Morant would have been in the finals against the Lakers, which I mean the Lakers take that one easily, but I would have I would have wanted to see John Morant in the finals anyways, or in the playoffs anyways.
Yeah, John Morant playoff one. Um, I don't know. I just think especially on Boston. Another interesting point is like the Kemba Walker's never made it to the playoffs before.
It's
So
true.
like the only people with playoff experience is Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Aaron Baines. I do think that losing Gordon Hayward used to be a really good player too. It's a shame that the injury happened. He hasn't been the same person since, obviously.
What are you talking
Uh,
about this year?
Now, remember the injury he had at the beginning of when he got traded to Boston?
Yeah, no, I remember that. But you're saying he hasn't been the same player since.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Not to an extent, but I'm happy with where he's at though. Sort of. If I'm Boston, I'm also
It
probably
definitely
happy.
could have, it definitely could have been a lot worse.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
He had so much potential, man. He was gonna be the white boy to end to prove all white boys, man. Like seriously.
That's true.
Ah, Google.
We only got two people in the live chat now. I don't know if it's Mason and someone else, but Shout out Mason for the insightfulness in the comments. Thank you, whoever's watching right now. Do we want to move on to our next topic here?
Yeah, sure. What's the next topic?
So the other day I was watching on Instagram, someone put out a poll on Twitter. They said peak Kawhi, which I have an argument for. I think we're still seeing peak Kawhi. I don't think this is the last of him versus peak Dwayne Wade. Now I looked at their career numbers. It seems that peak Dwayne Wade was from about '04 to like '15. That was when he was like giving out the most. That's when he had the highest point output, right? So you'd see him averaging about like 26 points a game over the course of the seasons from '04 to '15. 015, yeah, that makes sense. And then obviously Kawhi now I think is starting to, if not reach his peak, he's right around it. It's negotiable or debatable on what side he's on, but I think he's in that area right now. So I wanted to get your honest opinion, Nigel, on what you thought about this debate, which way you would swing, and I'll give my argument after.
Um, I think Kawhi is obvious. I think Kawhi is obviously the better player. I just think he's just an overall better player. I think he's just stronger. He's more efficient. He has he's more. He has a three ball. Dwayne Wade never really had a three ball. But I think one place that Dwayne Wade takes the cake is I think Dwayne Wade could really take over games in a different way. Like Kawhi is definitely more of a team player and he elevates everyone else, but Dwayne Wade could just take over and win the game for you. Um, that championship that Dwayne Wade won, he needed Shaq with him to do it, and Shaq was still pretty much he was like coming out of his prime, I think, or maybe still in his prime. But definitely by the time he got to LeBron came to the Heat, Dwayne Wade was a little bit not washed up, but like he wasn't performing as well as he did in his early years. But I definitely think that they're both stronger in their different ways, but Kawhi has more going for him. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, like from what I saw from the statistics, Kawhi seems like the more offensively reliable player. Like you said, with the addition of the three ball, obviously, when you look at career totals, Wade has way more career points. He's averaged more over his career per season than Kawhi has. But if you look at statistics like field goal percentage, free throw percentage, 3-point percentage, Kawhi hasn't beat there. Kawhi's the more defensively utilizable player. I'm not even sure if that's a word. I don't think it is. I just think that if you talk about who do you want on your squad, I gotta take Kawhi. I also think Kawhi has done more with less, right? I mean, Wade pretty much played with he played with the Miami Heat. That's where he was at his peak. We're seeing Kawhi go from, San Antonio to Toronto, now to the Clippers, and he's still giving teams such a valuable asset in his play. I looked at the stats here. Wade obviously has more championships. He has 3 to Kawhi's 2, but Kawhi has had a much shorter career. So I think it's just it's a matter of time with Kawhi. I think we're still seeing prime Kawhi. I don't think we're done yet with his offensive. Like I don't think Kawhi's offensive output, his defensive output, I don't think we're gonna see that decrease at any time. Anytime soon. So I got to give it to Kawhi. That being said, I think Wade is definitely in the conversation. That's all respect to Wade. He's 100% in the conversation for best guards of all time. I don't think there's a doubt in my mind about that. Shouts out him. I got to give it to Kawhi. Just because I don't think we've seen all of Kawhi yet. And Kawhi has also done so much in his short career, to where Wade has had a much longer career and Kawhi, like I said, we go back to the MVP race. Kawhi's already started to lap him, so
Yeah.
I got to give this one to Kawhi. And just based off of like a 3v3 street tournament, like if I was playing pickup at Iona in the gym and Wade and Kawhi walked in, I'm 100% just taking Kawhi. That's just that was my first instinct, just based off of his, he's just more of a presence on the court, I think.
Well, I also think you can't take away as good as Kawhi's defense is. Dwayne Wade also was such a good shot blocker for his size and
It's
everything.
true.
Set a lot of records with that. I think if Dwayne Wade was a little bit bigger, in fact, 'cause I don't think Dwayne Wade is as tall as Kawhi is, then he would definitely have probably more, room for, he could probably step up to Kawhi on a couple of those levels. But like you said, yeah, if I needed someone for my squad, I'd probably take Kawhi Leonard. He's just, and also Dwayne Wade is old basketball. He's not.
That's true.
He was in his prime in 2004, 2005, 2006. Not really his prime, but 2000. He was going into 2012, winning championships. Like the three ball wasn't really utilized at that time.
That's right.
Let's see who was faster, who could get to the rim and get the foul called.
That could
Uh,
explain the differential in 3-point percentages.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Dwayne Wade is definitely faster. I think Dwayne Wade would beat you to the rim every time. I don't think that'd be a joke. I don't think that'd be a competition. I think Dwayne Wade definitely beats Kawhi to the rim every time. Um, but as far as just like who do you need, who would be better on the court, who would set the tempo right? I think Kawhi is kind of just like a mini LeBron, and in that kind of sense, he kind of sets the pace, and they like to run the offense. They like to run a lot of the offense through him, even though he's not really a point guard like LeBron tends to act more like. Just his presence on the floor really gives his team confidence and everything, and
Yeah,
that's why the Clippers have gone so far.
100%. I also thought it was interesting, Nigel, when you said that if Wade would have been maybe perhaps Kawhi's size, that we would be seeing less of a differential again in the defensive statistics. I looked at the defensive statistics. He had the rebounds and the blocks category were insanely close. I'm talking down to like point one of a statistic. So yeah, that might hold some weight there. Like what you said, if he had been a little bit bigger or more of a presence defensively, we could be seeing a different, or we could be having a different debate right now. So but still, I got to
Yeah.
give it to Kawhi just because, Kawhi. Obviously, I know why Wade isn't more of a utility player like Kawhi is, a guy that can't do as much as Kawhi does on the court in terms of just sticking defense and then offense. But it's because, like you said, it's different. It's different time frames in the league. I mean, he came into the league in 03. And Kawhi's been in the league for a while, but he hasn't been in the league when Wade had just first started. So it was a different league.
Yeah, different time. I think D Wade is definitely one of the best shooting guards to ever play the game.
100%.
Probably top five, top four.
Oh yeah, maybe even top. I have to look, but first my first like gut reaction would probably, or my gut feeling would maybe even put him at like top three, perhaps. I don't know if that's a given yet. I have to look a little bit more into that, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's not taking anything away from him. Okay, and then I think what 46 minutes. Okay, so we were probably going for about like 30 minutes. Do we want to get into, before we stop the stream, the MVP race, and then do we want to touch on Jamal Murray's leaked tape?
Yeah, I want to talk about Jamal Murray, man.
Okay. I know you didn't see it when it first came out. I heard about it, I think, the day after. Um, someone
Josh
put out,
and
yeah, someone put out on Instagram. It was like the top five, or like the starting five for "I Swear My Phone Got Hacked," and it was like him, KD, who's at it was maybe I think it was at point guard, D'Lo, and then like at center it was Draymond Green.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad.
So that kid just, I mean, he was getting domed from two bitches,
Yeah, yeah, basically.
and he put it on his story for a minute.
I think you know what I think what happened is I think he basically meant to send it to like himself or something, and then like he probably fucked her. I don't even know how you do that, to be honest. Like that's a weird thing. Like it's either that he got hacked, like, or he meant to put that shit out, because you can't like go to save it to your phone and like, oh oops, Instagram story. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't happen like that.
I mean, what's up, Josh? I see you in the comments.
Oh
He got
jeez.
here. He got here at the wrong time.
Yeah, you got here right when the pretty much show was just ending.
But no, I mean I've accidentally put stuff on my Snapchat story, but only because I was sending Snapchats to people, you know.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if he says he was hacked. I don't think he would put a video of him getting dome on his Instagram. That's
Definitely
just
not.
irresponsible.
Definitely not.
I don't know. I honestly also don't think that it's like a horrible thing to put on your story. Like
Really? Hot take Nigel over
it
here. Giving us another hot take. Why not?
think about it like this. Think about it like this. It's not like who put something on the story and got caught cheating. Like what was it last year? Someone did. I don't know. Someone put
Wasn't that
something.
the D'Lo thing? That D'Lo got exposed, or he exposed a teammate for cheating. Remember, he like accidentally put
He
it on.
exposed what's his face for cheating on Iggy Azalea, but that
Nick
was on the
Young.
Lakers.
Yeah, that was a while ago actually.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm thinking like he wasn't like it was his girl and some other and like her friend, like they were models, I guess. Like, and he was getting dome from both of them. Like, it's not like what is he gonna do? Everyone just saw it and they were like, damn, that's
Yo, you dog, you dirty dog.
yeah, you fucking animal, bro. But it's not like that. It's not like everyone was like, damn, he got caught. Like, no, like who cares? Like,
You know for a
as
fact
long
Jamal
as
Murray's
long
gonna
as
be walking into the
cares.
locker room, standing O, just getting high fives
Yeah,
left and right.
I mean, I mean, like if anything was gonna be exposed from me, I'd want it to be that, definitely. And I
That's
think
not
he
the worst.
probably feels the same way. He said he got hacked. All right, whatever. I doubt it, but
His girlfriend also like reposted the tweet, not the tweet of him getting domed, but like of him saying that it got
he got
that he
hacked.
got hacked and like please take it down. She reposted that, so I don't think that like or she retweeted that, so I don't think that it's like him deliberately putting it out.
No,
But
oh, he definitely didn't do it on purpose. I could see him doing it on accident. I could see him doing some dumb shit and doing it on accident.
Jamal Murray,
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he did it on accident.
I don't know. It was
It's kind of
very.
hard to do that on Instagram though. Like, you can't just put something up on your story.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. You have to go through like 3 different clicks. You can't just like you know what I mean.
so maybe he was hacked. Maybe he was hacked.
Who knows?
But like I said, if I was gonna be exposed in any way, I'd probably want it to be like that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah,
What
yeah.
about you?
I don't see why that's like the worst thing in the world. I mean, people aren't even talking about it anymore necessarily. I don't think. Like it was just like a 2 day thing, and now people are off of it.
Well, yeah, people are worried about the fucking virus, but like he's home quarantined and he's getting dome from bitches at the same time. Like he's fine. Like he's
Jamal
doing
Murray's
all.
doing good.
Yeah, was his dick in it?
I don't know. I
I'm
didn't see
gonna
it.
find it. I'm gonna find it and send it to you later.
Oh jeez. All right. Fair enough.
How long? But how do you know how long the video was?
Bro, I didn't even know anything about the video. I just saw like a screenshot, and it was like the box of text like that BuzzFeed does. It was over her mouth, and it was like oh, and I was cracking up at that, bro. That was pretty funny.
That's crazy, bro. Good for him, honestly. Like, what am I gonna
He's
say?
enjoying the quarantine. Did you see Zach Levine? He was playing basketball against his dog, his Doberman or some shit like that, and he was like putting the spins on him, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean everyone's home doing quarantine shit. I think it's also easier to be quarantined when you have like a model girlfriend and her friend staying over, and you live in a mansion and you're a
Yeah.
millionaire. Rather like I'm in my bedroom, I don't got no bitches over here
I'm in my
right now.
basement.
Yeah, I mean like it's easier to be quarantined and do fun shit when you have the space and resources to do fun shit.
That's why I wish I had like a hoop,
Yeah, yeah, I wish I had a hoop too.
so I could
But,
just like get better. But
I mean, I could. I guess I might go to the basketball courts today. I'll see how that's moving. But
that's gotta be nice in Florida though.
yeah, it's so sunny over here.
Sunny, yeah. I don't know. It's like pretty overcast today where I'm from. Oh, little live on the air. That's nice.
You see it? Crazy.
But yeah,
Beautiful.
no, I mean, how long have we been going for? Let me just check the tab.
3 minutes.
44 minutes. Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, I guess we could end it off here. Unless you want to keep going, Nige, and just shoot the shit. But it sounds like you got stuff to do. So, we'll end it off
Yeah.
here.
Pick it up next time,
Pick it up
definitely.
next time. I don't know if we're doing it live next time. We might just do a pre-taped episode. But I'll be doing more stuff over the course of the week, more live stuff, because honestly, it's fun for me, and I feel like it's just fun for other people to tune in. even if it is kind of boring. But you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Definitely, bro. All right, be good.
All right, bye.
So. Is it over?